Welcome back to Tasty Thursdays. And as you can see, today we are filming at Publique Wine and Dine. Today we're going to be doing a recipe of mine called the Lamballghini, which is basically lamb balls stuffed with cheese. So let's get to it.
Alright, so since we're making lamb balls, obviously we need some lamb. I'm using lamb chops, but you can use lamb mince if you can find it in your area. We need an egg, some mozzarella cheese, the pizza grade ones, some corn flour, some Italian herbs, and breadcrumbs. I'm using the store-bought ones, but you can make your own as well. Right, so the first thing we're gonna do is remove the fat and all that sinew and all that stuff from the meat. We want the lean lamb meat for this recipe. And you don't have to go through all this trouble if you're actually using lamb mince from your butcher. So there you go, remove all that and repeat for probably 5 to 6 chops. Now once you've done that and you have the lean meat over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make mince out of it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is cut across like this, all the way, yeah, and then you turn it on its side and you go the other way. So you make like mini squares, you just score it all over the place. Make sure you don't cut all the way through the meat, yeah, probably halfway through. And once you're done, it should look something like this. Now you want to turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Just score it all the way, and once you flip it the other way around, you can see that it starts to fall apart as you run your knife through it, and that's exactly what you want. Alright, now from here on you can see how it just falls apart in your hands. The only thing keeping it together is the sinew or silver skin, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, do the same for all of the 5-6 lamb chops that you have, and you should get a bowl. And it looks like this, bowl full of mince. Next thing you want to do is you want to separate the whites from the yolk of the egg. Alright, don't throw away the yolk. We're going to use the whites in the mince to hold it together. Alright, we'll put that there. And we put some corn flour to make a meat paste. Alright, so we need about 3 tablespoons of corn flour. Mix it all up. You don't want to put all the corn flour in at the same time. You introduce some more, like here, later on. You can put more than 3 if you want, but just as long as your meat gets really thick and pasty and it sticks together, like so. Now that egg yolk, you want to add some corn flour to it. This is going to be the batter that we're going to coat the lamb balls with. Whisk it up. As you can see, there's not enough yolk right there, so we just add a bit of water just to give it a bit more volume. Okay, not too much water. And we thicken it up with corn flour again. The amount here depends on how much water you actually put in. So you just want to keep adding the corn flour until you get a nice thick consistency. There you go, you want something like that, a bit runny but not too runny, kind of stringy. That's what you want. And you add a bit of salt, whisk that in, and there you go. That's the batter. Alright, now we prepare the cheese. Just get a long strip of cheese like this and you cut it into about 1-inch cubes. Yeah, something like that. Do the same for the whole strip of cheese. And what you want to do next, once you have that, is to coat it in corn flour. Right? Don't skimp on the corn flour. This is so that the cheese won't disintegrate in the meat. Alright, now take a big handful of lamb mince paste. Right? You put the flour coated cheese in the middle, like so. and then just roll it up and make sure the cheese is completely covered in meat. There you go. You can add a bit more meat just to cover everything up. Don't skimp on the meat. And just do the same for the whole bowl. That's about 400 grams of meat. And there you go. Lamb balls ready for breading. Obviously, the next thing we'll need is breadcrumbs. Put in the salt. Add some mixed herbs. Don't skimp on any of this, yeah? You want a lot of it. Make it tasty. So that you get the ball, dip it in the batter. It might get a bit sticky, but make sure you don't make it lose its shape too much. Then you roll it in the breadcrumb, salt and herb mix. And you should have a nice ball of meat like this. I don't normally make lamb balls, but when I do it at Publique Wine and Dine. Don't forget to check them out. Yeah, the links to their Facebook are down in the description. And do try this recipe at home. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. And give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe. And that's all for this week. See you the week after. Look at that cheese. Look at that cheese, mate.